Welcome to a big fat cheeseburger today on Sophia's Emporium. Let's see. Today is Tuesday, March the 10th, 2020. And I've got the perfect combination for you to do some big disclosure here. So I'd like to start out with a great, what would you call it? A little snippet from the Pralinger archives, and it's called One Got Fat. We're going to combine it in to what I'll be calling Disclosure Con 2020, also known as Loser Con, forevermore.
This story is about 10 rather close relations of ours who seem to get into almost exactly the same kind of trouble we do. All 10 of these jolly characters lived in the same neighborhood and were all good friends, generally speaking. Each of them had a bicycle, and each took care of his bicycle in exactly the took care of himself. One day they held a group think and decided to have a picnic in a little park just 9 blocks away. Now that doesn't sound far, but a lot can happen in 9 blocks, right? Well, sound off out there. I said right? Right. So, they all ran home and made themselves sandwiches. I know that doesn't sound too likely, but of course, human. Then they hurried back, all ready to go. Now, one of the 10 was a rather hungry type. His name was Slim Jim McGupney, and his picnic lunch was what you might call a portable banquet, right? Right. Slim knew that his big sack would be hard to handle, so he asked Orville Slump if he'd carry it for him. Orville had a basket on the rear of his bike. He was a good sort, and he answered, okay. Some of the others noticed this and asked him if he'd carry theirs, too. Orville answered graciously, well, I guess so. And naturally, everybody else did the same until Orville's rear basket looked like a chuck wagon. At last, they were ready to go, and at a given signal, they went. Now this is Ruthie Toot Jasperson. He had the newest bike in the bunch, and he was as proud of it as he could be. He made it a point.
There's stars out of them and all of that, but so it actually makes even less sense that people that have a high production quality, like different people on this panel, that are doing these things, they're not watching and being like, hey, people really love this, let's push this, let's make them bigger. Of course, Ben and I are never going to drink the Illuminati Kool-Aid, but at the same time, you know, there is definitely something strange going on when they're willing to lose massive amounts of money to push an agenda. And that's kind of all I wanted to say, Mike.
Well, you know, the other aspect of that, so I mean, some people might be aware of this, some people might not, but YouTube was just a platform, or Google is a platform, and they are saying they cannot be held responsible for anything. So if you do a search, they're not responsible for what comes up in that search, because hey, we're just a platform, we're just organizing all these different things, and you know.
Well, it's the algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. But now, like after we know like what happened, especially like with the whistleblower that came out with Google, Zach Voorhees, yeah, you know, like for those who don't know, you know, he brought in documents showing and stating how the algorithm, they trained the algorithm, they programmed it to specifically block certain words and bring up different results for those. So now all of a sudden YouTube is not a platform, or Google is not a platform, it's now a publisher, and they are now can be tried, which is where this the Antitrust Act is now coming into play. So, you know, now this is like this big court case, that the class action lawsuit that is now being filed against Google. But it's a slow process. But again, from like what you guys are saying too, you know, there are people that are really like supporting what we do. There's people in the government that's supporting all of everybody up here. They're just not publicly stating anything, but we know this. They're telling us this. They're just like, hold on, you guys. You know, we're working on this. There are going to be changes, just like what Max said. And we know for sure that these things are going to start happening, especially with the election coming up in 2020, since it got released that over 10 million results were swayed with the past election through this algorithm that they created. So, you know, coming up to the next election, and I'm not 28 million, yeah, you know, and I'm not trying to state like this is not about left or right here. It doesn't matter what side you're on. Everyone should agree. No one, like everyone's agreeing on this panel, no one should be censored for what you say, no matter what you say, you know, unless it's like you're talking about, hey, you need to go out and do this and that, and it's really bad. But I mean, if you're just voicing your opinion, that's your opinion on something, you know, of course everyone's doing it. We should all agree to disagree. But the key aspect is this, like, this is now becoming a serious issue. If other platforms like YouTube and Facebook are doing this, this is becoming a major issue. And, you know, the mainstream media is not talking about this as much.
To be fair, Twitter is censoring people horribly.
It's reading the count. Sorry, we don't need to take up.
Reptilian shapeshifters.
Why wasn't that mentioned before?
They're making a really good point, because these platforms that years ago, what we said is, oh, I want to put in, diesel-powered tractors. Then the sites that get the most traffic about diesel-powered tractors should come up. We trust them to do that. Now they say, oh, well, we don't want to push that diesel tractor. We'll push this diesel tractor. It's information manipulation. Now, all of us here in this room, we're pretty savvy. We go, nah, not that tractor. I want this tractor. But 28 million people don't know the difference. So when they put in a word, like, let's say a political candidate, and all negative information comes up, they train that person that, oh, everybody hates this person. They're not popular at all. I'm not going to vote for them. And that's what this game is about. Make no mistake, we're not talking about what shirt you wear, or what sport tennis shoe you wear, or what car you buy. We're talking about whether socialism takes over the world or whether America remains free. That's what we're talking about.
Lord have mercy,
In my book,
Brooke.
I'm not trying to push my book.
Push your book.
You flat earth punk.
When the Revolutionary War happened, it took the world away from a group that had been ruling the world for almost 5,000 years. America became independent. They thought, well, nothing will come of that. Those people, they'll starve and die. But in 1812, we were pretty powerful. So they tried to beat us again, and they couldn't. Then they tried to split us apart in 1861, and they did. 13 states on one side, 7 states on the other side. Mission accomplished. Nope. We fought our way back, and we came back together. Then we did World War I, World War II, okay, a 30 years war. And now we established a permanent military-industrial complex. We're going to suck every dollar that these people make down into this khaki hole. And that didn't break us. So they decided to go inside. And in 1933, a new form of government formed inside our government. We call it fascism. Now you throw that word around a lot, but in 1933 it meant something.
In 1917, it was
Mussolini probably the
orchestrated.
most accomplished fascist on the planet, and he had a best friend. And that best friend was Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And he established a fascist government inside our government. So, for
That's
83
not true.
years, 86 years now, it's been
1917
growing inside
did
our
that.
government. And they almost had it taken until we stood up and said, wall.
Build a wall.
That's what changed everything. Make no
Smart
mistake,
ass.
they're in power for 13 more months, and they're gone. This is the most dangerous time
You better
for
believe
America in its history.
It's a dangerous
The next
time for
13
me.
months, watch your eyes.
You fake Facebook
Watch
friend.
your eyes, because this is a very, very dangerous time. The closer we get to election, it's not going to be an election, by the way, it's going to be a bloodbath. They know they're going to
threats,
lose,
huh?
and the only way to win is to beat this nation before election day. That's what this battle is all about. These guys know it, and Rex knows it.
You sound like a
So,
terrorist,
I was
Brooke.
watching
So do you, Rex.
Cortez, on CNET, and she thinks she's going to be president. And,
Who? She?
And there was a lady that made a really good point in the audience about how, the global warming situation and how we emit too much carbon. We're all a big part of the problem, and we need to start eating the babies. We need to start eating the babies. That's the only way. After we bomb Russia, we need to eat the babies.
Here's the co-conspirators that wrote the fake script. Just part of them.
I think there's one message here that's everyone's right in what they're saying,
Oh no, y'all are wrong.
but I think there's an important message, and that message is that
Throw your friends
social
under the
media
bus?
only
That's what you
holds
people have
sway
done.
over you because you allow it. Correct.
I didn't allow
It is
this.
time
I'm under
for
duress.
you to unplug and stop looking at this shit and start thinking for yourselves and decide for yourself what it is that you want to see. You need to take control of your content intake, and you need to vote with your
Oh, I'm
dollars.
getting control of my content.
And
Y'all
you,
stole it.
the general public, you have the power to at least let them know when they're going wrong. You may not be able to take
Key
legal
concepts you guys got wrong on purpose.
huge conglomerate, but you can let
We'll
your
see.
voice be heard, and you can make choices for yourself.
I do.
So the point here is think for yourself.
You didn't.
And make your choices.
You
based
illiterate
on your
monkey.
own conscience, not on what some company wants to shove down your throat for whether it's a political agenda or financial agenda.
Or a
It's
redhead.
shit. Don't let them do it to you.
Bunch of women haters, weirdos. Alright.
All of which leads orbit. He'll get fat all right. And here's why he ended up with all these groceries that he doesn't really want. This was Rudy Toot Jasperson.
Think of
Maybe
it
you
like
remember why he
evidence.
didn't make the picnic. He didn't signal, just once.
Think of it like a
You recall
mukbang.
Isabel McDilling City? She forgot to watch the signals. Just once. And good old Phil Flugel, he rode up the wrong side of the street.
Sure he
Once.
did.
Mossby Pomegranate
That's
was the
right,
walking
Jiggy.
one. He didn't get around to registering his bike and getting a license. It would have taken him only a few minutes.
Ben.
The small one was Trigby Phipps, and his passenger was Slim Jim McGupney. They rode double into trouble. Who can forget Nelbert Swyback? She wanted to know one good reason why the sidewalks didn't belong to her.
Teresa
Then there was
Yaneros.
Filbert Bagel. He didn't take care of his brakes, so they didn't take care of him.
Chatter.
Good old Stanislaw Higginbottom.
Oh wait, you're not
No
in this
lights,
one today.
No reflector.
But these are all your friends. You're all inclusion. Oh yes, yes, yes. Just different
So that's why all the
cell
stuff is
units of
picnicking
terrorism
alone today.
and
He watched
terrorists.
the signals.
Technical
He obeyed traffic
terrorist.
signs. He made hand signals, he rode alone, he stayed on the right side of the street, got a license.
That's me.
Rode just like auto
I stayed
drivers
in my
drive,
lane.
and kept the brakes and all in good condition. And he got fat.
Oh,
Of
wait.
course, it was very lonely. But not as lonely as this.
Oh. All I want to do is work out and
And
be happy.
as
I'm
everyone can
average.
plainly see, he wasn't a monkey,
Mm.
right? Now, that sounds as if you really mean it, right?
No, he's not a monkey. Brooke Agnew is not a monkey, even though he believes in the Fair Use Act. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It's not the Fair Use Act. It's the Flat Earth. And under the Fair Use Act. Yeah, that's it. Under the Fair Use Act of 1976. I brought all this to you today, first off, as an educational piece. It's a witness testimony of these fools that got in trouble in 2019. Tag back to Chanter and Contact in the Desert and all those bullshit things that were going on. And this long list of people that have been scamming in somebody's name for over a decade. So yeah, investigative journalism, spiritual research. Oh, Lord, how many things. I mean, getting my identity back. Stopping the mockery and the hatred, because it's just a shit show. Yeah, I guess that's enough said, right? We'll carry on later. But for now, look at these monkey tails. Aren't they cute? All right, peace out.